What's up, guys and girls? It is Josh of JBauerArt, and this is a brand new episode of Back Talk with Bauer, episode number 26. I hope everybody's doing well. I am currently arguing with my phone to try to get into the live feed so I don't miss comments. If anybody's watching from last week, I apologize for missing tons of comments. I don't know if it was a separate video, what the shenanigans were, but I do apologize for missing all those. So hopefully we can see all the messages this week. But yeah, welcome to a brand new episode. We've got tons to talk about. I got an amazing guest to chat with here in just a bit. But if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube or any of that good stuff, make sure to follow everything JBauerArt on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all the good stuff. If you want to catch replays of the show, watch old videos of the show, you can head to HWWS WebTV YouTube channel or their Facebook page. You can catch up on all the older episodes and hit the subscribe button to catch new episodes, including episodes of Hangin with Web Show, Legend of the Traveling Tardis, Saturday morning cartoons, and a ton more. If you are looking at the pretty artwork behind me and you like it, you want to buy it, you want to support a starving artist, head over to JBauerArt.com or JBauerArtShop.com. And you can purchase paintings, prints, stickers, all the good stuff. If you haven't yet, message me for your free Back Talk with Bauer sticker. I will send you one free of charge. Hopefully you put it on your car to help promote the show a little bit more. What's up, Kyle Nunez? Good to see you, sir. And yeah, so everything JBauerArt. And actually, I have a sponsor. I know somebody actually pays me to do this. I can't believe it either. But if you head over to you can head over and support the Kingdom of Comics Shop. They are a sponsor of this amazing show. Facebook.com/Kingdom of Comics Shop. Make sure to put 2 S's there or you will not get what you need. You can find them over in Melbourne, Florida, on 4320 South Babcock Street. Jason and Paul are the owners. What's up, Willow? Good to see you. Thank you for popping in. Hey, Terry. Good to see you. If you are looking for new comics, the authorized CGC comics, the toys, graphic novels, rare collectibles, pop statues, back issues, and more, head on into the shop in Melbourne, or you can even go to the Facebook page and order directly from there. You can message them, say, hey, do you have this, this, and this, like I do all the time, and bother them, and, get stuff shipped right to you. I was actually bothering Jason right before the show. Fridays, half off any beer with the purchase of a trade paperback or graphic novel. Make sure to ask about the drink to go deals. And then Jason messaged me stuff to promote for today. This comics that just came in are the 100th. I am failing today. The 100th issue of Spider-Woman. They also have Dark Knight's Death Metal Robin King #1, and then 2 brand new beers. They've got White Russian Stout from Left Hand Brewing Company, and then Winter Solstice from Anderson Valley Brewing. So if you want to get all that stuff, make sure to head into the comic shop. Tell them that Back Talk with Bauer sent you. Tell them I said thank you because they are so awesome to support all this craziness that I do. And yeah. Oh, also, if you are a small business, got something going on, looking to find a different way to advertise, I am actually looking for more sponsors. You can either be a live read sponsor like Kingdom of Comics here. You could be a sponsor on the Facebook page, the group page, the website. I got all kinds of things going on. So if you would love to be a sponsor, please link up with me, message me, email me, and we'll get things going. What's up, Ryan Permison? Good to see you, sir, from Nerd Culture. Thank you for popping in. Okay, that's all the crappy plugs. Whew, I'm tired now. Anyways, so I have had a plethora of different guests so far. I have had, we've had a voice actor. We've had a plethora of podcast people, artists, cosplayers. We've had one cosplayer 3 times, the amazing Harlequin Arts cosplay. Is Mick Foley of this podcast. But I wanted to do some different interesting things for October. October's Halloween. You got the spooky stuff. You got weird stuff. You got heaven only knows what's going to come up. So I thought it'd be really cool to go a little bit more on the silly side or weird side and get maybe a clown or two or a very cool clown that I've been following on Instagram for a very long time. So let me welcome the one, the only Pipsy Pinwheel. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Thank you so much for popping in. Everything looks amazing. You're all nice and focused, so we're good there. It's been fun chatting with you as you try to get all your area into looking good, but it looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Of course. So, for those that don't know, what's the best way to describe what you are and what you do?
Hi, I am Pipsy Pinwheel. I am a clown. I am a traveling sideshow performer. I am an actress. I am a self-proclaimed model. And I do makeup. Some people think my makeup is good, so that makes me happy. And yeah, I basically make a living off traveling around doing my one-woman sideshow and performing in special events with people.
So this is your full-time thing?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, that was one of the interesting things, because you are a very busy performer and clown, and you seem like, not recently because of everything going with the earth going to shit, but you always seem like you're very busy. So I was wondering if you were fitting in a job in between all that, but it's nice to know that you've been doing it all on your own. That's fantastic.
Oh, just because I haven't been fitting a job doesn't mean that I'm drowning or not drowning. I'm doing my best to stay afloat.
Right.
I've been now that a lot of my performer friends, sideshow, burlesque, all of it, everyone has been adapting to virtual shows.
Mm-hmm.
And virtual shows have been saving my butt, along with,
that's good to know.
Like, I have like some really wonderful supporters and fans that like have been keeping me afloat thanks to these virtual shows. And sometimes I'll just put a show on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'll be going live on my Instagram or my Facebook, and that's been keeping me afloat. Much like Rose, who wouldn't scoot over for Jack, and the director has said that there was room for both of them.
So I definitely want to get into a little bit more of how you're doing now and some of the things like that. But I also want to know how things got started. Like, did you just when did you become a clown? Was it sideshow stuff first? Was it clown first? How did it all start?
Well, there's a lot to speculate there. My mom hired a clown for my very first birthday party when I was born and I turned 1. So there's a picture. I'll send it to you after this. But I was not scared of the clown. I was very much infatuated. And in those photos, I'm holding a pinwheel, which is where I got the last name Pinwheel.
Okay.
That I gave myself. I was like days of like, oh man, my stage name, it needs to be something unique and special to me. And I'm going through my family photo album and I'm like, I'm holding a pinwheel. That sounds great. Done. So ever since I was a kid, like not that it's a terribly long story, but you asked, and this is a podcast, so yeah. I know that you're wanting to know.
Yes, exactly.
I'm like, oh boy, I don't really want to feel like talking all about myself, and I'm like, wait, no, that's what this is for.
That's the purpose of being here.
Ever since I was a kid, I remember my family taking me to the Florida State Fair. And at the Florida State Fair, there was the World of Wonders Sideshow. And this is a very well-known, famous sideshow. And like, it was my favorite thing to do. Every year, as a kid, I would look forward to it. I love the neon lights. I love the rides. I love the smell of everything. But my favorite thing in the world was seeing the banner line of the sideshow. It all just seemed so exotic and mysterious and amazing. And I'm like, there's someone who can eat fire, and there's a girl that turns into a gorilla, and people lay on a bed of nails. This is amazing. Fast forward. I'm in high school, and I've made friends with the people who have worked at the World of Wonders, and I've gotten to know them. Fast forward a little more. My friend Tommy Breen, who now owns the World of Wonders Sideshow, and also Tommy's Wild West Review.
Okay.
You should check it out.
That sounds familiar.
There's he has a trained pig named Rosie, and I have her pin, and she's fabulous and amazing. But just I'd been enamored ever since a very young age. And eventually I traveled with them for a season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was a wonderful experience. And just like, they were the first sideshow I'd ever seen. My mom and family took me to see Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, and just anything circus, carnival, sideshow would make me very happy. So I would go.
It seems like the family supported the liking of all that and everything, or
my mom is disappointed in my life choices and wishes I would be a doctor. But
okay.
That doesn't stop me. That's a fun story. So my first year of having my very own like show at the Renaissance Festival, me and my mom share the same birthday. So my birthday landed on a day that the Ren Fair was. So, hey, I'm performing on my birthday and my mom's here. And I'm like, hey, Mom, you're voluntold. Come up here. So I was swallowing my sword, and my mom, who is very uncomfortable with this, but that just fuels me, said, hey, Mom, you brought me into this world, and if you mess this up, you'll be taking me out of this world. So don't mess up. So I had her pull the sword out, and I'm obviously still here, so she didn't mess up, and it was my revenge.
Nice. So did you go to any kind of schooling for this, or you kind of just been learning it as you go and learning it from the people you know?
I have not gone to any. Well, okay, hold on. I haven't gone to any schooling for Sideshow, but I have gone to schooling for acting and improv.
Okay.
I guess a little bit of clowning. Since I was a kid going up into high school, like I had to audition for the high school I went to, Howard W. Blake down in Florida.
Okay.
So I've gone to acting classes, I've taken improv classes, and all of that has played into like my character and being a clown and being able to perform in front of people and like come up with stuff offhand and just off the bat. So yes, I haven't gone to college. I am not a college student. But
no worries, neither did I.
My mom wishes I'd go to college, but I don't feel like being in debt. So
no, it's not fun.
Not saying that college is bad. College isn't bad. If you want to go to college and you know what you want to go for, do it.
It's just not for everyone.
I don't want to go to college. So just acting classes, improv classes, like, you know, you want to be good at something, you learn the trade, and the trade is clowning, improv, and acting.
So did the clown and sideshow performer, because usually to me they're two different things, but did you get into one first and then kind of morph them in together, or have they always been going at the same time?
Are you asking if like Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
like when you're getting into it and you start traveling and kind of doing it as a job and start traveling with the first sideshow and everything, were you a clown? Were you the sideshow performer, or was it just both? Like you fall right into both?
I'm gonna say that I fell right into both. Like
Okay.
there's definitely been an evolution of my clown persona.
Yeah, yeah.
But hey, Brent,
What?
can you close your door? I love you. Thank you. He's closing it so slowly. He's like looking at me like. It's been I'm gonna say both. Like there's been an evolution of my clown character and my clown persona. It's all been a work in progress, and I mean, I don't feel like anyone's ever done evolving
Right,
with what they're doing. So I'm still evolving.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and even because I've been following you for a good while now, even your makeup has changed a little bit. The way you do the normal Pipsy face has changed, and you kind of branched out in other things here and there. It seems like.
All right, so I like playing with different clown makeup. My personal like Pipsy face is definitely the white face with orange circles, and then like my lines down here, my lines up here, my orange cheeks with the slits through, my black mouth with the lines and the little slits for smile lines. That's my like signature look.
Okay.
But I do enjoy playing around with makeup and stuff, and I don't want to just limit myself. So anytime I do something different, everyone's like, "Oh, are you changing?" I'm like, "No, I'm just doing."
Gotcha. So like if you're hired to go somewhere, if you're doing an act, there's that one, specific look, and then playing around on Instagram and testing new things and change, that's just playing around.
Yes.
But also making content for yourself too.
Yes. I have like a clown face that I go to for myself personally, that I do most of my photos as, but sometimes like I'm not wearing white face right now, and this is just me playing around with like gold makeup and eyeliner. Brain fart. For my Renaissance Festival show, I don't do like white face because it's so hot out.
Right.
And I would just feel so gross. So I do kind of a lighter version of myself, but it all has the same feel to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's, you got to tweak it to wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. And I'm sure like if you're doing more of a Halloween thing, it might be even more scary or something. Is there a Christmas version? Do we have St. Patrick's Day version?
I do. I have had Christmas photos, so I can't say that there's not.
That's interesting. That's pretty cool. And that's why, like, and as an artist, that paints the pretty pictures behind me, it's always fun to watch someone like you and a couple other people that I follow, because you're basically painting your art on your face. And your art is your character. So, getting to play around with it and tweak it a little bit here and there, it's always fun to watch. And especially when you come out with a new style or a new look, it's a lot of fun. I can't imagine trying to do, like, I've never done face painting, especially on myself. I keep it to canvas and stuff, but it does not look easy trying to get everything into the right spot. I'm sure it becomes like a memory thing after a while, but it probably took a good while to get as good as you are.
It did. Absolutely, it did. I've seen photos of me from when I was like 15 to now, and I'm like, oh wow, my makeup was terrible. I'm happy I kept going. You don't just start off and are great.
Right.
You have to like work and practice, and practice makes better. But yeah.
Well, sometimes you don't even notice, because I've talked to a couple other artists the last week or so, and you're all of a sudden people are like saying something like, oh, you've really taken it to the next level, or you've done this or that. And you're just going like, well, this looks like the same shit as always, because you're constantly seeing it. But
Yeah,
it's when other people actually notice it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do the year comparisons, like if there's like a year or longer between two images, it's like, oh. So when you start traveling with the official company and everything, you said you stayed with them for about a season. Where do you go after that? How does your career move on after them?
So I traveled with the World of Wonders. I'm trying to remember the exact year, but I know it was between 2012 and 2013.
Okay.
So between that, I traveled with them, and then I came back to Florida, and I had gotten offered to be a mermaid. I'm also a mermaid.
You're just everything.
I'm a mermaid. I'm a clownfish. Anywho, so at the Renaissance, I used to be a local cast member for our Renaissance. I started off at the abbreviation is BARF. The unabbreviated version is the Bay Area Renaissance Festival.
Okay.
So I've been with them since I was like 16. Well, 15 I All right, bullet point. I did the Bay Area Renaissance Festival as a gamer for 1 year. I think I was 15. The next year, I auditioned to be part of local cast. I got in. It was a wonderful series of years of being on local cast. And then I became an independent. My first time being an independent, I was a mermaid. I was a mermaid for, I want to say, 4 years. And then I developed my own show.
Okay.
with things that I'm like, I already do this. I think I'm funny. I can do this. So my show was born, and I think this is 2020 would be the 3rd year. 2021 will be 4 years I have had my own personal show.
Wow, that's awesome. And so what does your show all entail? Like, what if somebody comes to see you wherever, what does your show entail?
My show entails wonderful feats of questionability. I am a one-woman sideshow. I will either intrigue you, fascinate you, or make you puke, or reconsider your choices of sitting down and watching me perform. I have so many puns. If you like puns, great. If you don't, stay, because I want to see your face in agony. My show consists of hand torsion. It sounds weird. It is. I perform classic sideshow feats such as the human blockhead, mental floss, pain-proof girl, i.e. the iron tongue. I'll set a mouse trap off on my tongue. I can cry on cue.
Okay.
It's a lot better when I have everything set up. I'll shoot water out of my tear duct, and I can sometimes reach people, except for that's frowned upon now because COVID.
We'll have to change that later.
I've restricted my eye juice.
You're holding it back now.
Yeah, I'm holding it back now. I have a little velvet rope. Anymore. I am a sword swallower, and that's what I finish my show off with, because it is the most dangerous thing I do, and if I die, at least you saw the entire show. And then when I'm collecting tips, I will staple anything above a 10 or a 20 to my person. Except now you can Venmo me that 10 or 20 and I'll staple a piece of paper in memory.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for you. I'll staple the phone to me. Really hard. We got to use the long staples to get the phone to stick.
So yeah, that my show consists of that, but my show is around 20 to 40 minutes long, and it's a lot of jokes, puns, and silliness and audience interaction.
Okay. So how do you practice sword swallowing? Like, how do you watch some YouTube videos and then just shove it down there? Like, I can't. Oh, I've seen you do it. I've tried to watch videos of you do it. I think I made it through one, maybe. It creeps me the hell out, but it's very cool, very talented. But like, how do you practice it?
I have been interested in sword swallowing for a very long time, ever since I'd seen Sideshow. And I had been training for about 3 years on and off.
Mm-hmm.
And I had guidance from 2 very well-known sword swallowers, Bill Berry and Dan Meyer.
Okay.
And I finally was able to, and ta-da! I'm now a sword swallower with a lot of time, patience, understanding, and realization that this could kill me.
And it's basically anytime you do it, it can kill you, right?
Well, yeah, anything can go wrong. One of my taglines is, I probably won't die. Maybe. Who knows? I make no promises. But yeah, it's very, very, I want to say, don't quote me on this. Definitely look it up yourself. But from my memory, sword swallowing originated in India, and they have a festival every year, and it's like deep meditation and controlling of like your innards.
Okay.
Like I am not versed on the history of it. I know I should be. I'm going to be now that I have all of this time in quarantine. But I'm not educated enough to where I can confidently tell everybody, like, this is where sword swallowing came from. But I do know India.
Nailed it.
No, that's blockhead. But it is very, very, very dangerous. You can bleed to death internally. You can hit your heart. You can mess up your esophagus. Like, it's a choose your own adventure of the things you can mess up inside your body.
All right. That sounds like, I want to say fun. I don't know if that's the proper word, but so
I'm a professional.
So we talked a little bit before we went live. Before all of hell broke loose, you traveled a lot, and you have a camper that you have all done up in your branding, basically, and I love it. It's very cool. When did the camper come into play? How does it work?
All right, so I do have a tiny camper. It is a runaway camper. The model is called the Cool Camp, and it's basically a bed on wheels with some outlets and an AC.
Oh, wow.
And it works perfect for me. So I've had it for, almost 6 years.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, man, where did all the time go? What happened? What did I do with it? So, I used to have little bat stickers on the outside, and then I wanted to paint it orange.
Okay.
So there was a lot of like different variations of it, but we're gonna skip forward to I wanted it orange, and I went on a fun girl trip to New Orleans with my very good friends,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a great time. And when we came back from New Orleans, as I pulled into the driveway of my dad's, my camper was no longer white, it was all orange on the outside. So my dad surprised me by painting, because he's a painter, like he paints houses
Okay.
inside, he paints everything. So he had my camper painted for me as a surprise, and I was just beside myself with, oh my god, yay! So the base was orange, and then I had my own paint, and I did all the like little accents and exterior, like the swirl on the door, and the back of it says the Pinwheel Sideshow. Actually, as I was driving from wherever to wherever, I got a message on Instagram, and the message was a picture of my camper saying,
That's
I see you, and I'm like, oh.
Well, yeah, with all of that orange, it's probably definitely iconic and easy to spot. So,
and also hard to hit, so don't run into my camper.
so we get into more of the now shitty time, and it's been interesting to talk to different people. I've had, especially this past week, I've had like 3 different artists on, and we've been talking about how COVID has hit us a bit and how it's changed the way we do things. And we all kind of hate to say it, but some of us have been, it's kind of worked for us a bit because we've been able to take a break, redo things, and kind of reinvent ourselves the way we do stuff. Now, for a stage performer, I don't see that being the same case. I see it being a bit more shitty for you as she finishes her drink. So I'm guessing you wouldn't say the same for you.
Nay. Well, Josh, as I'm happy for anybody who has been able to take this time and make like the best of it and have productivity that is good for them.
Right.
I'm not going to shame anyone for that. But like for me and a lot of performers who do this for a living, it's been really hard. Like I have not had, like, besides the virtual shows that I have been invited to be a part of and the virtual shows that I have set for myself, I have not had like an actual paycheck since March 2020. March 15th was the last day I had of work. And like I know there's so many performers, and I really hope that this all puts a spotlight on the arts as an actual form of employment. Like it's not a hobby job.
Right.
It's not something, oh, I'm just gonna do this for fun. It's like, no, this is what I do for a living. And if you watch Netflix, if you have paintings in your house, if you anything, that's art.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's art. And it's a means, and it's not just a means, it's just like I've worked normal jobs, and I can't.
I can't see you doing well at a normal job.
I can't. I can't. I don't like it. I don't want it. I want to perform. I want to make people laugh. I want to gross people out. I want to give people fun stories to tell their friends. Right. Like, I want to create an experience. So for me, that's not something I can do.
Yeah.
So I know I totally trailed off. But,
no, you're good. It's rough, and not everybody has been able to turn this into a good thing. I mean, I know a lot of my artist friends that are, the Comic-Con artists that you see there sitting there trying to sell their art, and they're totally screwed right now. I totally, there's a lot of my friends that are just really hurting. Their full-time thing was going to at least one con a weekend or more selling their artwork, and they have not been able to do that since March. So I totally understand it. I know some people have been able to kind of redo some things and make it work. Other people have not been able to. And trying to perform, I know we've done some online conventions, and they're cool to do. It's nice to have something to do, but like you're still not trying to sell art on an online Comic-Con is worse than trying to sell art at an actual Comic-Con. It's terrible. So I can't even imagine trying to do a performance and trying to keep the people interested and, doing the tips and all that stuff. I know it cannot be fun at all, but you have been doing some virtual stuff. How is it when you actually do them? How have they been going for you?
When I've done the virtual shows, they've gone really well, and I've gotten a really good response from them. Like, everyone's like, "Oh my God, you were hilarious," and I'm like, "Thank you." That was the point. Thank you. I appreciate it. But they've been very, very fun to do. I've not being able to go and perform in person anywhere, the virtual shows, especially like the Zoom, because you can see the audience members who choose to be visible.
Right.
It's just so much fun. And then you can there's the chat. It brings me back to the AOL chat room days. But
Yep.
But it's better than not being able to connect to people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very grateful to have that option and the access to perform for people in different states. I feel that this whole virtual show thing is going to be a game changer when things move on, like live shows. Just for example, in my brain, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be performing at this show in Detroit. And not only can you buy tickets to go see it live, but you'll be able to buy tickets if you're in another state to see a live feed.
Right.
And that's something that I don't feel like it has been done, but not to this extent.
Well, even the studio we're sitting in right now, I mean, a couple of years ago, this did not exist, and how nice it is now. Like, even just when things started and I started this show and we've gone just a few months, like all this stuff has updated way more and has changed quite a bit. So, I hope within the next year or so, we're going to be even a higher stage. I've been watching, I know through a couple of different things. I watched one of my favorite bands, the Supervillains, play live 3 or 4 times. And I hate people. I hate crowds. So I'd never really go to a lot of stuff. So I was watching them and you're right here on them. I'm like, this is fantastic. I don't have to deal with sweaty people touching me, bumping into me, drunk a-holes, trying to cut in front of me. I'm just right here watching them. I'm like, this is fantastic.
I'm the complete opposite. I want to be in the mosh pit. I want to feel this, I want to feel everyone's sweat on me.
No.
I want to just be there.
I can't. And then you're standing the whole time. I remember we'll go to House of Blues for concerts and stuff. And you have, if you go general admission, you have to stand the whole freaking time. And before the main band even comes on, my legs are killing me. I'm like, and now that I'm I just want a link where I could go and watch them. I'll pay full price still. Just let me watch them and let me be up close where I can sit in my couch without it. What is it? You got crazy hair going on.
My hair is just crazy.
I think it's changed 5 different styles as we went. That is really talented hair right there, because you totally just changed the look by flipping it over and floofing it a bit. I have absolutely no hair, so we just stay with hats on my end.
It's a mohawk that's been grown out.
So without taking COVID and the shittiness of the world in effect right now, what are some of your future goals? Like, what do you want to, because I think everybody works towards something, has different goals to get to. What are some of your goals, in a nice land and not shitty COVID land?
My goals are to have a well-known show that is loved by people and animals around the world. And also, I hope to get my acting resume in order, and I would love to be in some more B-horror movies and
Nice.
work. Huh?
That's awesome.
I want to be on SNL. Okay. I want to just put me on an episode. Just give me a chance. So I want to audition for more things and just be in as many things as I can. I want to create a little, not necessarily a creature feature, but just a fun little show to invite people in on. And just a lot of my influences are Paul Rubin, Pee Wee Herman, and Cassandra Patterson, i.e. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I love Jennifer Tilly and Veruza Balk. They've been idols of mine ever since I was a kid. I'd like to pursue that, if that makes sense.
No, definitely. I really like that. And you gotta have some kind of goals and things to work towards. I will say, when we get off, I'll tell you about Hanging with Web Show a bit, because we're basically creating a network on YouTube right now, working all together with a bunch of different shows. So maybe that's a cool option for you, especially right now where you can't go out and do stuff. This might be the time to start, building up a show and a virtual show. So because that's kind of our thing, is when everybody's like, okay, you can go play now and you go back outside. We've basically created this network with a dozen different shows, and now we're hoping to get into conventions and have our shows there. Ours is more podcast type stuff and interviews and sit down and, chatting about random stupid shit. But, it could all work into your favor too. Like, if you get into our group or a group like ours, you're like the crazy performer type, so you never know. But it with everything that's been going on, and you've got Facebook Live like we're on now, YouTube, Instagram, and you've been using quite a few of them already. I believe you did a pumpkin carving night, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I did pumpkin carving. I did 2 of them. One was a family friendly. The other one was oh no, my wine fell off the table that broke itself and threw everything onto the floor.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Someone gave me a sympathy tip because my table I had literally midway through the show went and everything fell off onto some of my costume bits, and I'm
oh no,
this is fine. This is fine. Guys, this is okay. Everything's gonna be fine. My clothes are stained, but maybe it'll come out. It'll be fine. And I got a tip saying $12 for the wine, and I'm like, thank you.
Well, that's the cool thing now too, is you can tip people virtually. Like, that's insane. Like, even in my thing, there's this little scroll thing that says you can tip me virtually. I don't know what you would be tipping me for, but it was really cool with the live painting that I was doing. And that's probably been and especially it's really nice too. I think going forward and even before COVID, people can't use the excuse that they don't have money or that they don't have cash on them. It's like, you use your fancy little phone and send me some goddamn money. It's really easy. Yeah. It's just a couple of taps and you're good to go. And there, you don't give me the shit where, oh, I don't have PayPal. There's Venmo. There's this. There's that. There's Cash App. There's everything.
I have Venmo. I have Cash App, and I have PayPal.
Apparently, I got to get more because nobody sends to the PayPal one. But I don't think I'm sexy enough. So
just like throw some eyeliner and glitter on, you'll be good.
There we go. Just. But no, that's really awesome. I've been loving. I can't remember how long I've been following you. It's been forever, and it's been so cool to actually sit and talk to you. I've caught some of your live stuff. I love all the stuff you post. You're super entertaining, and I hope the world gets back to being behaved again, and you can go out and have your fun, and hopefully you can make it down to Florida soon again, and you can meet our whole crew and everything.
I'll be in Florida in November.
Oh. See, we're still not technically allowed to go play with people, though.
So here's the thing, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of like different opinions on it.
Opinions is a good word.
Opinions. So I've been trying ever so desperately to file for the pandemic relief and the unemployment and all that stuff to no avail. I've been denied a bunch of times. I think maybe this time I've gone through. Who knows? Either way, I will be performing safely at the Suncoast Renaissance Festival in Sarasota, Florida.
Oh, very cool.
So actually, this seems like the first announcement I've made of it. So
look at that. It's a Back Talk with Bauer exclusive.
You can find the Pinwheel Sideshow with Pipsy Pinwheel at the Suncoast Renaissance Festival down in Sarasota, Florida. It starts November 7th. I don't have my calendar here. We're going to say November 7th. It's 4 weekends, one Friday. And I'll be doing my show 3 to 4 times a day. Wow. I say 3 to 4 because I don't remember.
It's a give or take situation.
It's a give or take, but I will be performing my show and it'll be fun. And if you are Florida residents or plan on being in Florida, I would be very happy to see half of your faces in the audience. Because the Suncoast Renaissance Festival is going by all of the CDC guidelines, like masks, sanitation stations, which is fun to say. It's very reasonable.
Makes them sound nicer, sanitation stations.
Sanitation station.
And I could actually say that one. That's a freaking miracle all on its own.
But yeah, so I'll be down in Florida for November. Back up in Michigan for December, then back down in Florida, January and this is me just going like, hopefully.
Okay.
For the Brevard Renaissance Festival, moving into the Bay Area Renaissance Festival. And then I'll be back up in Michigan come April, and then come May, I will be at the Scarborough Renaissance Festival in Texas.
Wow, man, you're getting everywhere. I like it. I think Hangin Web Show usually does.
Everything can be canceled at the drop of a hat. So
yeah, we will keep our fingers crossed for you. But I think Hanging With is actually, they usually do the Brevard Renaissance Festival. You actually did an interview with them once. That's how I originally found you. It's been a while, I think.
Was it for the Cauldron Soup booth?
I can't remember. I just remember you being on the in the chair next to Garrett doing an interview. So I'll have to hunt down and see if I can find it.
That was the Bay Area Renaissance Festival. I was on I did something. Like, I didn't know what I was getting into, but it was a lot of fun.
Yes. That's actually how I originally found you. And I've been following you ever since.
Aw.
Well,
I just followed you back.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And hopefully we can work together down the road soon. We were talking a little bit before we went live with some possible collab things. And maybe we can even, because I'm kind of getting back into live painting thing, maybe we can do a Pipsy JBauerArt show virtually down the road. You could do your performing. I can do the a live painting and maybe, make something happen. But,
I like that.
Yeah, we can talk more off air about that one. But so where can everybody find you? We went over where they can find you in person. Where can they find you virtually?
Virtually, you can find me on Instagram, Pipsy Pinwheel. If you want to follow strictly my Renaissance shenanigans, it's the Pinwheel Sideshow. I have 2 Instagrams. Just because, like, Renaissance, I encounter more children, so I have that Instagram. That way, like, if a family wants to follow me, that's the more like PG-13 one. Yeah, I say 13 because I'm shoving things up my nose. So those are my 2 Instagrams. If you want to follow me on Facebook, I have Pipsy Pinwheel and Pinwheel Sideshow on Facebook. And if you want to be optimistic and follow me on YouTube, it's Pipsy Pinwheel, and sometimes I upload videos.
And you're on Twitter now too, right?
Oh yeah,
I just followed you on Twitter.
How Twitter works? I apparently have 2 of them because I forgot I had one originally. So there's Pipsy Pinwheel, Natalie Grist, and then Natalie Grist, Pipsy Pinwheel.
Well, you got both sides covered, so it works.
Yeah, there's 2. You'll find one of them. One sometimes updates, and the other one is dead.
And since we were talking about it, I know you've hit hard times and you're trying to get going. Where can people, if they would love to donate money to you, help you out, where can they hit you up with that stuff?
If you feel the urge to shower upon me your kindness via money, if you go to Pipsy Pinwheel Instagram, my PayPal is on there, which is paypal.me/Pipsy, Pippsy, or Cash App is $Pippsy, and then Venmo is @Pippsy.
Nice. And I will make sure all of her links are in the I believe I got her Instagram in the Facebook link, and then I'll make sure to find all the other ones to put them in the YouTube link as well. So check out down below.
If you don't just want to throw money at me, I have like buttons and stickers.
Yeah, I love that art. The artist nailed it with your.
Oh my God, Cassandra Dunn Art, i.e. Captain Tush Art, is the artist who I commissioned to make this, and she's amazing.
Yeah, I love that. I got to get one of those because I'm getting my iPad soon. I'm gonna fill the iPad backer with all of my favorite people.
And then
there you go.
Just because I need to do one more shout out. Jay Foskett did my it's so weird. My camera is so weird. Did my little bat for Pinwheel Sideshow. He is an amazing character and just cartoonist, and I'm not just trying to throw this around, I'm trying to like figure out where the camera is.
It's rough trying to get the camera and then trying to get it focused and everything. There you go.
So this is a bat swallowing a sword.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
It's my tattoo, but like made for my show.
Okay. Oh, very cool. Nice. Well, thank you so much again, Pipsy, for taking time out on a Tuesday night to chat with me. It's been a pleasure getting to know you more and to chat with you. It's been a lot of fun. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed the show, please go and hit the subscribe button on I'm on Twitch, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Amazon, Spotify, Stitcher, pretty much every favorite podcast app you have. If I'm not on there, let me know. And I am also on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the good stuff. As she's messing with me doing the creepy finger thing. If you're listening to this only on audio, you have to go check out the video version here on Facebook at JBauerArt, or you can find it on the HWWS WebTV YouTube channel. If you're watching this and you like the artwork behind me, head over to JBauerArt.com to purchase all the all the prints, posters, stickers, all that good stuff. And if you need graphic design stuff or video editing, if you like the video at the very beginning with the music and all that stuff, I created that myself. So if you need anything like that, please let me know. You can message me on all the social medias or at jbauerart@gmail.com. Other than that, I will catch you guys next week. Later.
Bye.